Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right. Thanks, Harley. So I'm like really excited about this. Hey, what's going on, Timmy? Artemis, how's it going? Sudan. Um, really excited because I got back a return from AGS grading, and yeah, AGS is a new company. They're just starting out. In fact, I was one of the first, I think, 20 people to send in cards. So pretty interesting stuff, and kind of like with the DSG submission, was like the first time using them, obviously. So we'll see what comes back. I don't know what my grades are. I don't know anything right now, because they still haven't put the grades up online either. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you guys the website and that part of the opening, but we are going to open up the cards, and I'm going to compare them to DSG. I'm going to compare them to PSA, and I'm going to compare them to CGC. I don't have any BGS graded cards, so I really can't compare anything there. But we'll take a look at those other companies, and we'll just kind of compare the slabs, compare the labels, just kind of go over some of that stuff and have a good time with it. Hey, what's going on? Ed's Blaziken. How's it going? Oh my God, he said my name. I'm famous now. Sudan, you are famous. Good sir. You are famous. Ben F Productions, what's going on, my friend? Yes, do appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Do appreciate that. Also, if you're not already listening or watching to the podcast that I'm part of, make sure you guys do go over to the Cardboard Addicts podcast, because we have a very good time talking about Pokemon, talking about all kinds of TCGs. It's really cool. I never played before. What's going on? Been a minute. It has been a minute. Everything's going well. Everything's going really well. Just getting excited for this. I mean, it's going to be a pretty cool opening. I sent quite a few different types of cards. I mean, they're all Pokemon, but it's, a couple different kinds of cards. Some older ones, some newer ones. So it should be pretty interesting to see what they did with these grades. And what I'm going to do is, because one of the things that AGS says that they're working on is not just with the grades, but like when you go on their website and you put in the QR code, you're supposed to get quite a bit of information as to why your card got graded the way it did, which is one of the reasons why I went with BGS as well, is because they're doing something very similar to that. Though I think that the AGS one, from what we heard on the podcast, and we did interview them, from what we heard on the podcast, it's going to be a lot more in depth, and you're going to be able to see a lot more. So I am hoping that's the case. But we'll find out. We'll see. All right. So, that's not my card. I didn't send in a Nidoqueen. All right, hold on. Thank you so much for your support with our pre-launch. You are part of our first 20 shipments. We truly appreciate your business, the opportunity to grade your card, and we look forward to serving you again. Thank you for being an early adopter of our service. We have added one extra AGS slab for your collection. Stay tuned for future rewards. Thank you from the AGS team. That's pretty freaking cool. They sent me a free slab. That I'm sure they had, they've got a bunch of slabs just kind of laying around, but they are a grading company. So, but yeah, they sent me this Jungle 1999 Pokemon Jungle Nidoqueen Holo. It is a 7.5 near mint, and it's number 1,136 out of their graded cards. So that's pretty cool. I am a big fan of the Jungle set. Now, this is what their label looks like. I'm going to see if I can put this up a little bit better here so you guys can see. It's a pretty nice label. Is it perforated? No, it's not. So it is actually a pretty nice label. I like the colors. I like the, I guess, kind of like the purplish. I'm gonna guess that's purple. I'm semi colorblind on certain colors, but that looks like purple to me. And this is the back, and this is the QR code, and they haven't put it on the website yet, but that QR code will allow you to see exactly why your card got graded the way it did. So that's pretty cool. Now, this card's looking pretty good. I don't really see anything crazy on it. There is definitely some corner damage over here, and some damage down at the bottom, so that's definitely not a 10. So, of course, you know, that's a 7.5. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty accurate. But this is a free card. They just sent that to me, so I can't complain. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. There's a lot of bubble wrap. We're just gonna... I'm gonna get rid of the big thing of bubble wrap, and we're gonna get rid of the box. I'm just gonna put these off to the side. I don't know what order they're in, but I'm seeing that these are the backs, so we're gonna kind of just have them off to the side here. We'll get started with this pile right here, and we'll see what we've got going on. There should be 15 cards total, if I counted them correctly. So let's see what's up. Slabs are my favorite. So far, so good. I'm always hyped for Zen video. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Sudan. I appreciate that. What's going on, Ren? How's it going? Grumpy Chazad is here. What's up, guys? Give me a segundo here. Why do I not have you as mods? There we go. All right. Gotta take care of my peeps. Pokey Bay, what's up? Pokey Bay, you got grades from AGS? I got my cards back today as well. Did your slabs have any printing errors on the labels? I don't know. We haven't looked yet. We haven't looked at the slabs yet. I literally just opened the box and pulled out the free card that they sent me as a thank you. So let me zoom in, guys, a little bit more. I think there we go. I think that's even better right there. That's perfect. So that's really cool. Yeah, they sent me a free one. What did you get, Pokebay, from them as a free card? Did they send you one? Thanks, I appreciate that, Pokebay. All right, so we're gonna get started here with the first one. Pre-release. Yeah, definitely a typo right there. Pokemon Sword and Shield BPS. Yeah, that is definitely a typo. Not great to start things off here on the first one. Unfortunately there. Wow. Okay. Not looking good on that. Not looking good on that. Yeah. Okay. Also, what is BPS? I'm curious what BPS is. Sword and Shield BPS. Black Star promo. Black Star promo. Boom. There it is. Black Star promo. Anyways, Error Slab. Yeah. Worth more. I don't know if the Error Slab is worth more. The card, if it was an error, maybe. The labels need some work. It looks like that. Yeah, for sure. Nidoking base set. Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right, so let's take a look at the second card here. Got ourselves a Lapras V, Pokemon Sword and Shield, full art Lapras V, and one thing I am noticing here also on the label on the printing is you've got kind of a printing issue there. So we got a 9 out of this one. So far we've got 2 cards with kind of some issues with the labels. So far it's Philapris. No, I think that's full art. It's a full art dash Lapras V, slash Lapras V. Yeah, from far it kind of looks like Philapris V. So I am actually very curious to see what caused this card to get a 9. So when I get the ability to check out the grades online, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a follow-up video, guys, and I am going to put that video up showing everybody exactly how you could get your information on the online. So, all right, we got our very first 10. So right now we've got a 9, a 9.5, and we got a 10 Snorlax V, 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield Snorlax V, full art Snorlax V. I do wish that they put a space between the FA, the dash, and the Snorlax to kind of break them apart. They literally just put all the letters together. Not feeling that very much, but I mean, that's just like a little cosmetic thing. But we got our very first 10 Snorlax V. This is my spirit Pokemon. For no particular reason at all. The Snorlax is awesome. All right, so I'm going to make a couple of piles here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the 10, the 9.5, and the 9s right here. And then we'll just pile them on. All right, next card is a... Oh, we got another 10. Beautiful Nessa card. This is Vivid Voltage Finessa. That one actually doesn't sound as bad. Finessa. I'm okay with Finessa. This one looks like the label looks better on this one. I'm curious about this. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So they've got 2 different labels as well. Yeah. All right, so they got 2 different labels on here. I'm kind of curious about that. Clearly, they've made some changes at some point down the road. Not sure which is the newer label and which is the older label. I am guessing that's the newer label. This one does say like AGS all over the place. Oh, here we go. That one has like the little AGS logos all over the place. I would think that that'd be the newer label, but I mean, I kind of like this one more. Not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, if I agree 100% with you, Harley. Your beard is so smooth. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Animations Pokemon. I appreciate that. I don't know how it gets this smooth, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they've made different labels. That's very interesting. What I do like so far though is they are using crystal clear slabs. That is very cool. I like that. Yeah, Nido Queen was graded 600 later. Yeah. Yeah. At least it looks that way. However, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a newer label. We'll see if we can find a pattern with the rest of these here. Now, they do make these slabs themselves, it looks like, because they do have towards the bottom here, it does say AGS on the front and on the back. So the slab itself looks like it's made either by them or custom ordered for them. So they're not like just your generic cheap, slabs from eBay or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. That's good. My labels don't seem to be different. Yeah, so it's really strange. I would imagine you're right. That the Nido Queen is newer. All right, here we go. An 8.5 Zamazenta V. This is Pokemon Sword and Shield BPS or BSP Black Star promo. Zamazenta V, full art Zamazenta V. Premium, ultra premium collection. It looks like the spelling is good on this one. No spelling errors there. This is number 514, and it is an 8.5. So, very interested to see what the issue is with that card, but yeah, really interesting. I need to check if my LGS has a free release this weekend. Well, Timmy, I wish you luck finding the free release. These will be a collector's item, but anybody that needs Slabs will be free. Slabs will be free? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that, so that's pretty good. I mean, I don't necessarily need. I guess I'd like the. I'd like the free release fixed on that. That would be cool. We have 3 different labels for our first submissions. Ah, okay. So we got Wooter Boys in the house. Wooter Boys is part of the AGS group. What's going on? How's it going, man? These will be a collector's item. Gotcha. All right. So the 3 different labels that you guys did, was it because you changed labels, or was it because you just have 3 different labels and you just kind of randomly pick them, or are you kind of just showing off the 3 different labels that you're going to be able to select moving forward? Hope stream's going good. Do you know if any Shiny Star V got reprinted? Can't find like a viable source. Shiny Star V, I don't know if that got reprinted. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, all right, so let's move on here to this next one. Yeah, we really appreciate you Wooter Boys coming in and watching. So we're going back. We've got another one of these labels right here. In fact, this is a different label. So yeah, they do have 3 different labels. Pretty interesting. The Charizard does have a different kind of logo background on there. Looks good. I personally like the white with the logo backgrounds and the kind of like the purplish color on the around it. Personally feel like that looks a little bit better than this one, in my opinion, but that's just personal choice, obviously, at that point, right? But yeah, if Wooter Boys, if you can kind of answer why you guys have the different labels, that would be pretty cool. I think people would be very interested in hearing that. Just bought 10 boxes. Love the set. Wasn't sure. Yeah, Shiny Star V is an amazing set. Absolutely love it. Oh, okay. So you guys are basically just keeping. All right. So you'll have one label, but you're gonna go with the more popular one, obviously. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the white label pops more. I'm not, either one of these I think looked good. I don't really have anything negative to say about these in particular. I think that the fact that the ones that say AGS on them are pretty cool because they say AGS, obviously. But either one looks good. I just think that the white background kind of pops a little bit more. Looks a little nicer. I think that the blue one is a little too similar maybe to CGC. And, I mean, it's different, but, it's kind of in that same bluish realm. But that, personal opinion. 2016 PM Generations 8.5 Charizard Radiant Collection. So we got an RC5. Pretty awesome. I do love this card. I've got quite a few of them. They're not really like super rare cards, but they're just a nice art on them. I really like them. That means you too, BenBot. Hit the like. Hey, what's going on, Silverhawk? No way are they better than the big three, but really interesting grading. Yeah, I mean, it's a brand new company, so quite honestly, they're going to be fixing some stuff, I'm sure. This is like before they actually went live with their product, right? So this was like the first 20 orders in, so I would imagine that there's going to be quite a bit of stuff that gets fixed. The inks has been fixed. All right, cool. The backs look pretty nice. I agree with that. I do love the back. Hey, Wooter Boys, when are you guys planning on putting the information up on the website? I'm kind of curious about that, because that's definitely a big one right there. Ooh, okay, here we go. Zacian V, Ultra Premium Collection, 9. Looks pretty awesome. So not bad. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got 2 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, 2 8.5s. So pretty decent so far out of the first batch of cards there. Not bad. If I get all 8.5s and up, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy camper, I'll tell you that. Yeah, they did. I mean, it's always going to happen. There's always going to be some stuff that needs to get fixed when you start a new company and you start doing something different, something new. Definitely not a big deal. The ink issue is whatever. The spelling, that kind of needs to get fixed as well, but I guess that can happen. All right, next pile here, we've got 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield Scissor V Darkness Ablaze 9.5. So another 9.5. I will take it. I love this card. Such a beautiful full art. Such a beautiful full art right there. Official launch is October 16th. Oh, you guys are almost there. You're almost there. Very cool. Ironing out some kinks, blah, blah, blah. How much is the slabs? Wooter Boys can probably answer that a little bit better than I can. I think they were, what, 15 per slab? Or was it 20 per slab? I forget. Enjoying watching the openings and returns. Quite enjoyable. You've got some really nice grades back so far. Yeah, Silverhawk, I agree. So far, so good. FA should go at the end or a space, like you said. Yeah, that's true. Let's take a look at this next one here. All right, we got a Charizard. Is that from the... All right. Just making sure that the slab isn't scratched. I don't think it is. I think it's the bag, the team bag, or the slab bag. Yeah, so it was just the bag. So got a 9 on the Charizard, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Vivid Voltage. This is obviously non-holo. I just sent in a few of these because it's Charizard, why not? So we got a 9. So far, so good with the grades. Yeah, a full art spelled out would actually be pretty awesome. And at the end, I think the full art makes more sense. All right, we're going old school vintage with a Lapras from Fossil. And that's a 9. AGS 9 right there. Now this is an unlimited Fossil non-holo card. I sent it in because it looked like it was in pretty decent condition. I will say that the centering might be a little bit off here. But overall, I mean, it was pretty decent condition, and I love the card, so I decided to send that one in. But we got another 9. So far we're doing pretty good with 9s. I am going to take a look at the slabs. I'm going to take a couple of these out and take a look at them. So I do like the clear plastic. However, I am seeing that there's some weird kind of white spots on this particular slab. I'm guessing those are the spots where they did the what's it called? The ultrasonic glue, or whatever the case is that they use, the ultrasonic machine. But that one kind of stood out. The other ones look fine. I think that one in particular kind of stood out with those weird white marks. So we'll put that in the 9 section right here. Yeah, no worries, Alex. I mean, we appreciate you guys, tuning in and watching and all that stuff. And I don't want to be too harsh on the stuff, because I know it's all new and all that. But definitely want to show them off and, show the good and the bad, obviously. So far, there's a lot of good. So I am really liking, like I said, I'm really liking the slab. I love the clear slab. We got another 9. Got a Dark Flareon. Pokemon Rocket. And then this is a non-holo, also a unlimited. My favorite aspect is the speed and quality of the slabs. There were some fixable flaws, but if you take it off, could increase the value. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Malik, thank you very much. I appreciate you subscribing. Definitely awesome. Appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at this next one here. Next one is another Charizard. Got another 9. Sword and Shield. 9 right there. The label's a little bit off on that one, but I'm not sure if that can be nudged back into place or not. All right, let's take a look. Next one is a 9.5 Charizard. So I did send quite a few of these. Yep, 9.5. I mean, I've got more of them. I just, I didn't send them all in, but I guess Charizards are never bad to grade. Where are the Blastoise? I don't know. I'm not even sure I sent in a Blastoise. Unfortunately, most of my Blastoise cards are not in the best condition. All right, here we go. Zapdos Black Star promo. Another old school card here. That's a 9. Very nice. So we got quite a bit of 9s so far. Lowest grade has been an 8.5, so that's not too bad. Labels off is a rare attribute, more expensive. Yeah, kind of like off-center cards. All right, here we go. The last one, actually, this one's yeah, that's not a good thing. That's not. That's definitely not a good thing right there. Right out of the gate on that one. I will admit, that is not great to see. I'm not sure if that card is going to be damaged because of that, but that could very well be the case. And that is a free release. That's actually a pre-release with an R. So that one is actually a real pre-release. 8.5. So that is a Black Star promo. This is from the Vivid Voltage pre-release decks. And yeah, so that is pretty bad there, AGS, unfortunately. So that's definitely something you all need to fix. I don't think the card is going to go. I think the card is just pretty much stuck there. So that is definitely not bueno. But that got an 8.5. I think after that it's probably like a 6. I'm guessing the card is probably... I don't know how that works. I'm guessing that there's probably some indentations on that card now. So, but hey, what's going on, Retro Pokey Gamer? What's going on, dude? All right, so that was the last card from the grades that we got from DSG. We got 2 10s, Full Art Nessa, Full Art Snorlax. All right, Wooter boys. I'm sure you will. I appreciate that. All right, got ourselves a Charizard 9.5, Scizor 9.5, and a free release 9.5 Lugia with a error label. We got ourselves a 9 Zapdos, 9 Charizard, 9 Dark Flareon, 9 Lapras, 9 Charizard, 9 Zacian V, and a 9 Lapras. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 9s. And we got 3 8.5s. We got the Charizard, we got another Charizard, and a Zamazenta 8.5. So 3 of those, 7 of these, 3 9.5s, and 2 10s. So those were the grades, and they did send this extra card in there as well for those of you that just got here. They sent this Nidoqueen for being one of the first 20 to place orders with them. So that was pretty cool. And so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you guys a couple of other slabs that I've gotten from other grading companies, and we're going to kind of compare them, just kind of go over some of these slabs and check out the differences and see what's, you know, the good and the bad and all that stuff. So basically just got these back from DSG Grading. They're actually a fairly new company as well, but they've been open for I think something like 4 to 5 months now. So they're a little bit ahead of AGS on that particular aspect. And they do have I guess it's a different type of slab. They use some sort of a polycarbonate, which they basically say is almost indestructible. And the slab is a little bit different. It's a little bit longer than the AGS one. And it also has that frosted outside area. Now, I will say that I prefer clear slabs. I think they look cleaner. So in that aspect, I give it to AGS for sure. As far as the labels are concerned, I know that, you know, from what Wooter Boy said, that they have 3 different labels right now, and they're going to be narrowing it down to what most people like. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if they went with something like these with the white backgrounds, I think that would look really, really cool. And DSG does do, I guess they have like a bunch of different labels, and they're more like custom sort of. So that's the DSG slab. Just wanted to compare it with the AGS one. The DSG slab is a lot like the PSA slab. This is a PSA slab, and again, it's got the frosted outside. I do prefer the colors on the AGS labels for sure, and I like the fact that it's not a frosted case. So that's definitely a leg up on that side. And I will be very happy when I can see the grades so that I can see exactly why my cards got a specific grade. That's going to be pretty awesome. I cannot wait for that because I want to see what's going on with those cards. But yeah, I think out of all of the grading companies right now that I have, cards graded with, PSA is actually my least favorite. The slab, the label, just kind of blah for the most part. And yeah, so that's PSA. And then the last company that I have grades with is CGC. Now, I am a big fan of CGC's slab itself. I think it's a really nice clear slab. I like the rounded edges on there. The label is pretty big. I don't care whether it's big or not, but it does fit some, good information in there. One downside to CGC is they seem to be very off-center with their numbers on the grades, and that throws me off. I'm very OCD about that, and having these on display with the label, the number being crooked or being off to the side or whatever, kind of just throws me off a little bit. But overall, CGC slab is pretty nice, but they don't give you the option of, they don't actually show you what's wrong with your card. They just send you your grade, like PSA, BSG, and just about every other grading company out there, other than DSG and AGS. So that's what I think about the different grading slabs, or the different slabs in general. Like I said, the only two companies right now that I know of that are telling you what your card got and why are these two right here, AGS and DSG. They're also kind of telling you what's going on with your card, which you can see it online and everything like that, which is pretty cool. So definitely, that's something that I like, and it's one of the reasons why I went with AGS, because I really don't want to send the cards into any other grading company that's not telling me why my cards got a specific grade. They're already doing the job. They should be telling you why you got a 8 or why you got a 9, that kind of stuff. So that's the way I see it. Wooderboy says plan to keep it at $20 as we also include full AI annotations and all subgrades, which are premium features. Okay, there you go. This is a decent return. Fully trust AGS to learn from mistakes and get better. Yeah, I agree. I'm sure they're gonna fix some of these things. So shouldn't be an issue there moving forward. Okay, so the $20 will also include annotation and subgrades. Love both of these companies. Yeah, we actually interviewed AGS on the podcast, guys, which was pretty awesome. And they did give us a lot of information. And obviously, since that, they've changed a couple things here and there, and they've done quite a bit. So, but it's still a pretty good bit of information that they gave us. So definitely go check out the podcast and subscribe over there if you can. Definitely like the clear versus the frosted. Not a fan of that shiny label. So definitely say AGS looks cleaner and easier to look at versus DSG. Yeah, I mean, for sure the clear label for me, or the clear slab for me does it. For sure. As soon as I have the money, I'm planning on sending my first edition Hodag to DSG. Definitely do that. That's one of the cool things that DSG has, is that they're grading other things other than Pokemon. I think AGS, if I'm not mistaken, they're just doing Pokemon right now, but they did say that they do plan on expanding on that. But they are brand new, so I mean, give them some time, I like the Arcane label on DSG. I think the Arcane label is a fantastic label on DSG for some specific cards. For example, the MetaZoo cards, I would say Magic, The Gathering, Flesh and Blood, that kind of stuff. The Arcane label, I think, looks phenomenal on that. I will say that probably on like the Dragon Ball stuff, I would have preferred to have gone with their regular label, but now I know, and I'm not mad that I got the Arcane labels, but I think I would have preferred their regular label on that. Let's see. I think we can all agree that PSA slabs lose every design battle. I agree with that. Yeah, true. They're harsher raters, but their numbers are off center. CSG, C, CGC, CSG, CGC. There's so many acronyms now. CGC's grading is very difficult to get tens. I mean, very very difficult. I sent in, let me see, 4, 8, 12, 15 cards over there. I sent 15 cards to CGC, and I didn't get any tens. So that pretty much goes to show you how difficult it is to get a 10 from them. I sent in 15 cards and I got 2 tens from AGS, and they're using AI for their grading. So, that's pretty good. Transparency is number one concern with grading anymore. Yeah, I agree. We need full transparency on the cards. We're spending a lot of money on these slabs, and you want to know why you got a specific grade. I agree 100% on that. I'd like to see the grade be thicker font, but that's personal preference. Yeah, I mean the thinner. I guess it kind of looks uniform, which is what I like. If they had a thicker font, it wouldn't look uniform with everything else. I don't know that I would want that in particular, because the fact that it's uniform looks nice. But the 10 doesn't really, like the actual grade itself doesn't really pop. I will say that I would like to see like a Gem Mint 10 have something special, if you get a 10 and it looks very, the same as like an 8.5, I'd like to see something special out of it, whether it be I don't know, maybe a background box or something like that, that's a certain color or something. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I definitely would like to see something cool with a 10. That would be awesome, I think. Although, I mean, if you really look at it, not very many companies do anything like that. I think CGC, I wouldn't know because I don't have any CGC 10s, but I think CGC does have, like, for their pristine, they do have like a gold box, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure they have something like separating it. And then PSA is like just a tiny little number. Again, fail on that. Like, I want to see the number bigger. I want to see what the grade is. Special label for that will be released. Okay. I thought we had talked about that on the podcast, and you had mentioned that you were going to be doing something like that. So that's definitely coming. That's really cool. That I would like. Spelling errors, sonic weld marks, crooked labels, damaged Charizard. Would be interested to see the corrected slabs. Yeah, I will definitely be getting in touch with AGS and Wooter Boys to see about getting some of these issues corrected. So we'll see about that, but definitely we'll do a follow-up video on any of that, because I think it's very important. I think that, the transparency is a great thing, but we also need to make sure that, we're getting back a quality product. So I am very interested to see how they can correct some of those issues, and then we'll do a follow-up video on some of that stuff if they do, which I'm sure they will. So I'm very happy with the grades themselves. I think it was a pretty good selection of cards that I sent in. I wanted to make sure I sent in cards that were not just, full arts and stuff like that. I wanted to send a variety of different cards to see what they would come back like. It's very interesting that the full arts actually got the best grades. That's pretty interesting. And then some of the non-hollows, like I was expecting to see the non-hollows come back with better grades, because that's generally the case. Like whenever you send non-hollow cards in, you generally get better PSA grades, for example. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see that some of these came back with 9s and 9.5s. So that, again, that's pretty interesting. I did want to make sure that I sent in quite a bit of non-hollows to see what those graded as. And then I did pick out these gold cards as well, also because I wanted to see what the grades would be on these gold cards, and how they went about doing it. So that was the reasoning why I sent so many different types of cards. I was considering just sending the best cards that I have, but instead I decided to kind of just mix it up a little bit. I thought that was probably the best way to go with that. All subgrade 10s. We graded 2 cards so far out of thousands, which got legendary status. Wow. Okay. A legendary 10. That sounds awesome. I like the sound of that. Special label for that one will be released. Very nice. Yeah, they're a good group of guys. You know, they take care of us for sure. Yeah, I have no doubt that they're going to take care of us there. My full arts had the best grades as well. Maybe it's something with their AI software. It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an AI specialist, but I would imagine that maybe it's harder for their system to see issues on the surface or something like that on the hollow or the full art cards, because they are also, you got the texturing on there. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert at AI, so, but it is pretty interesting. The full art's got the better grades. I was kind of expecting it the other way around. We will see exact reasons for your grades when you scan your QR codes next week. We'll show the AI annotations. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that for sure. And what I'll do is I'll make a follow-up video on that, so that I could show everybody how to look up their annotations and the information on the QR codes. That's definitely something that I wanted to do. It just wasn't available here for the live stream, but I'm gonna do that, and I'll make the follow-up video. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. I'll make it as I guess informative and give as much information as I can. I did the same thing with the DSG slabs that I received, the last video that I made. I did a very in-depth review on the cards, the slabs, and also the transparency that they give on the cards. So I'm going to be doing that as well with AGS. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do, because that's going to be coming down the line here in a couple of weeks, or maybe a week, depending on when AGS puts the information up on the website. So definitely looking forward to that. If anybody has any other questions for me, now would be a good time to ask. Or if you have any questions for Wooter Boys, because I wasn't expecting them to show up and be here, but they're here, and that's pretty awesome. I do appreciate the support from them. That is really a cool thing, and the fact that they're answering questions and kind of going over everything is pretty cool. I appreciate that very much. I was initially, this was going to be just a regular video. And then I decided I was just going to go live and open it live, because it just seemed like more interesting. So I don't know. There's a link for the podcast with the video with the Wooter Boys. Yep. And AGS. Yeah, we definitely appreciate Jeremy and Alex that were on the podcast for sure. They, really awesome. What's your favorite sandwich? That's a tough one. I am a big fan of an Italian sub. I like the Italian sub. Big fan of that. I like the pepperonis, the salamis, all that stuff. Big fan. Hot, cold, doesn't matter. Like them either way. So that would be my favorite sandwich. So my least favorite sandwich, I think, is probably I don't know. Does a meatball sub count as a sandwich? I think it does, right? Because it's in a double bun thing. Yeah, I think probably a meatball sandwich. I mean, I like meatballs, but I'm not a fan of they're messy and they're yeah, I don't know. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes, it does. Absolutely. I love pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple and ham on my pizza. It's a sub sandwich. It is. It is a sub sandwich. But yeah, totally. Oh, there has to be mayo on there. Always mayo. Always mayo on the Italian. No mayo on the meatball though. How do you eat your Oreos? I made a video on how I eat my Oreos, Sudan. It's on the Cardboard Addicts podcast channel. So if anybody wants to see me eating Oreos, that's where you can go to check that out. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Again, appreciate AGS being here, Alex and Wooter Boys, Jeremy. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate that you guys were here and answering questions. I'm sure everybody else is very happy about that as well, and kind of reassuring everybody that some of these things are going to get fixed. I really like that. Yamcha or Logan Paul? Yamcha. Yamcha is way cooler than Logan Paul is. I'm not a fan of Logan Paul. I'm not a huge fan of Yamcha, but I'd be buddies with Yamcha. I don't think I'd be buddies with Logan. So he's too obnoxious. But yeah, I appreciate all of you watching. And stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to be making a follow-up video on this. And I hope that you guys check that video out. And I will see you guys later. Peace.